scarlet blaze, severing the past. After a furious march, Edelgard's army restores a measure of peace to the imperiled lands of Hrim, only to learn of a revolt at Fort Mercius, staged by the deposed Duke Eyre. The disturbance in Hrim was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Mercius, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Have you heard, Duke Eyre? Viscount Menya has hastened from afar to join your cause. Our houses, Fenya and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
Hastened from afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers? From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Absolutely not. And besides, all of House Fenya is united behind you. If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercius.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Eyre, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted. If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her. And if I cannot, you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Edelgard, do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape. I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercius, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements. But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard, you are the very picture of reason, the very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy, after all.
You've found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those cretins will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress. They wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
This is our chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark.
I have an idea.
Hey, so hear me out.
What do you...
Hey, so hear me out. I'll do what I can.
Shall we?
We get all of them? Ugh, that's the trouble with poachers. You never quite know where they are.
Well, we've hit every likely hideout, so I'm guessing we cleared them all out.
I'm glad you were here, Leone. You really know the lay of the land.
Well, Sawin is my home. But you've been here before too, Captain.
Sure, but that was a long time ago, and I don't remember it all that well.
Ill news, Captain. Another group of poachers has taken hostages from a neighboring village.
These people are a disgrace to poaching.
Saying so makes it sound like you believe there was some honor in the activity to begin with.
These hostage takers must be friends of the poachers who were just here. According to the people of the village, they were involved in kidnapping as well as poaching. They made it sound like more than a few people have been taken from the surrounding villages recently.
Sawn too?
Yes, they said there was one. Oh, it makes me so mad.
These folks sound like bad news. We'd better do something before these new victims are dragged off and never heard from again.
House Gloucester's orders were to deal with the poaching issue in Sawn. We did that. Our work is done.
How can you be so cold? If you see someone in trouble, you help them. That's just basic decency.
I don't see anyone here. Do you?
You know what I mean.
Easy, Leone. The kid was just stating a fact. I'm sure no harm was intended.
How could you possibly raise such a cold and unfeeling person, Captain?
I wasn't always the best dad, I admit.
Perhaps we should shelve this conversation for now and determine our next move?
Plenty of villagers helped me out the last time I was in this neck of the woods, so it's only right I pay it back. Plus, I'm not just gonna sit by while poachers run wild in my apprentice's home turf.
Captain!
But we can't linger long. We track down the bad guys, free the hostages, and go home. Got it?
I knew you'd do the right thing.
You don't have any connections here, so it's your call if you want to pitch in or not. Nobody will think worse of you if you decide to duck out on this little goose chase.
Nah, I'll come. I wouldn't want anything to happen to Leone's home.
Good to know I can count on you at least.
I'm sure you'd manage without me, but many hands make light work and all that.
Then let's roll. Leone, you're in charge.
Leave it to me, Captain.
Now, enough deliberation. The time has come for plain old liberation.
Sure. Right behind you.
The hostages must be further in. Maybe we can draw the bad guys away from them first.
A fine plan, Captain. Once we've done so, we can easily rescue the hostages.
Here we go then. Let's make some noise and get their attention. How many decades has it been since I was here last? Where does the time go?
I know what you mean, Captain. Though not literally, of course, as I don't believe I was with you at the time.
I'm on it. Let's see how it goes.
Initiating. Let's go, everyone.
Bring it down! Move at my own pace.
It's my turn. Get out of here!
We were dealing with poachers the last time we were here too. Remember?
Can't say I do.
Take a breather.
Wait, now I remember. None of you were with me the last time I came here.
That makes sense. He would have been too young, and I was with the Knights of Seros.
We're being raided! Just stand there with your mouth hanging open! Attack!
Well, we've drawn them out. Now's our chance to rescue the hostages.
Okay, let's take care of any enemies who held back and rescue those hostages.
Guess we should mop up the rest of them, huh?
Please, Captain. When I first met the captain, I was a weak little village girl. And now I'm a mercenary. I really have come a long way.
You? Weak? That's hard to imagine.
Looking good.
Don't get cocky.
I'm going in.
It's not over.
I'm on it. Let's see how it goes.
My turn.
Take a breather.
I'm in.
I think of you and Leone as my siblings. All of us were raised by Gerald, after all.
Which would make you... what, Alois? Our older brother?
Not a problem. I've got...
I'm on it. Let's see how it... They sure put up a fight.
But the Gerald School of Warfare remains undefeated.
This stronghold will fall!
There! Bring it down!
Captain Gerald taught me how to determine the flow of battle by capturing key points on the battlefield. He's the best.
No escape! I didn't realize Gerald was into strategy. Always struck me as more of a hit them until they stop moving sort of guy.
Need the blade breaker?
Oh, he's strategic when he needs to be. Underhanded, even. He does whatever it takes to win.
I can still fight!
You're Leone from Scarlet, right? Wow, you've really grown up. Thanks for the help.
I'm surprised you recognize me. Though maybe I don't look all that different.
Looks like everyone from the village is okay. Just have to get them to a safe place now.
No way we're just gonna let you walk out of here. Get up!
My turn.
I almost admire how persistent they are.
The hostages are in danger!
Initiating the operation. Let's go.
You've become quite the mercenary. Seems like only yesterday you were just a little kid.
I know it seems like yesterday to you, but I've done a lot of living since then. Captain, was it too much work taking me on as an apprentice?
I mean, I gotta do something to fill the time, right? Move at my own pace.
I'm going in.
My turn.
Take a breather.
You know, you were a pretty good apprentice. apprentice. No matter how much I rambled on about this or that, he still hung on my every word.
Well, I didn't know how to write, so the only way to remember your lessons was to concentrate as hard as I could. Get them where they're weak and be done with it. Wasted energy benefits no one.
Another of my lessons, and a founding principle of the Gerald School of War.
Just one more.
I think we're about done here. That reminds me, how's your old man?
As poor as ever, but he's healthy and happy. I remember how the two of you used to drink until the sun came up. We did it! We saved all the hostages!
Come to kill some poachers in the name of justice, huh? Well, you meddlers should have minded your own business!
That must be the leader. Let's make him pay.
Still improving.
Impressive. I'd expect no less from a veteran like you. You did it, Captain!
We did it, Leone. Okay, now we're really done. Let's beat it.
Yes, sir!
Not too shabby for an old-timer.
I won't let myself stop here.
I feel like I've taken hold of something.
I told jokes to the hostages as I delivered them safely back to their villages. You could say I had a captive audience.
We've restored peace to this whole area, Captain. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Mercs like us are only supposed to work for pay, but a freebie every now and then won't kill me.
Yeah, I would have regretted it if I'd gone home.
Thank you for doing the right thing.
I just followed orders, and that's all.
Well, I'm thanking you anyway. Now the villagers can live in peace. I was supposed to stay here and be a hunter with my father, you know? But once I met the captain, I knew I had to try and make it as a mercenary. My father and the rest of the village always supported me, before the academy and after. It's been a long, strange path, but I finally became a mercenary and was able to help my hometown in the process. I don't think I've ever been happier. It feels like I've repaid some debts, although not my actual debt from school. Still working on that one.
I'm glad we helped you give back, instead of helping to give you back.
Alois, you mind reporting back and letting Count Gloucester know what happened? Oh, and don't forget to grab the reward money.
Understood. I will away at once.
Leone, why don't you run along to Son and let everyone know things are good now? Tell them I'll stop by later.
I will, Captain. Thank you, again.
You two should head back to base. I've got to pay my respects to the village elder and Leonie's old man. Probably won't make it back until tomorrow.
You expect them to throw you a feast, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, yeah, that's why you sent Leonie ahead, so the villagers could prepare for your arrival. I mean, you got rid of the poachers, and now Leonie's telling them you're on the way? You're practically begging them to serve you up a fancy meal.
It's not like that. Although, if I get there and they just happen to have a feast ready, it'd be rude to refuse.
And poor Alois doesn't even get to join in on the fun. Shame.
Hey, that guy hasn't had a drink in years. He's not missing anything. Now then, this is an evening for grown-ups, so you kids get on home. If anything comes up while I'm gone, you can handle it yourselves. Well, time for me to set off. Ah, there's nothing like that first drink after playing the hero.
I'm impressed with your old man. That's a savvy move right there. I'll have to follow his lead someday.
You would emulate him?
Probably not, now that you're asking. Well, guess us kids should shut up and head home. Maybe hold hands so we don't get lost.
Must we hold hands?
Only joking. I swear, the only thing duller than your blade is your sense of humor.